So it might be a really odd thing to say, and if you read the subject line, you would notice, what's Deborah talking about today in this Mojo moment? And yeah, one of the things that I wanted to share with you today, it's been on my mind a lot, actually. I've been dealing with, just some family stuff and some family planning, which has made me think about today's subject. And, as you can see in the description, if you did read it, basically, to be really blunt, it says we're all going to die someday. And that's a fact, right? One thing is guaranteed for sure. We are all going to die. And it's going to be our time. And we don't know when that time may be. We don't know how it's going to happen necessarily. However, we do know that at some point, we're all going. We're going to leave this wonderful, I call it a rental vehicle, this fantastic body that you have, and you're gonna go off to wherever you might believe you go off to, but we will not inhabit the physical body anymore. And as I've been thinking about that today, and I've also, of course, been thinking about at this time. That's funny. As I've been thinking about this time that this live video is happening, which is Valentine's Day week. It's actually tomorrow, right? And so I'm of course seeing all the flowers and the chocolates and the hearts and the people and the cards and the insanity and the galentines and all this stuff. I'm really remembering this important fact that we're all going to die. And my question to you today, because it's really more of a question in the Mojo moment, and I hope that these Mojo moments are helping to provide you inspiration, information, some tools, some tips, but frankly, I hope that they are getting under your skin, because my intention is to ignite your mojo, and my intention is to really support you and really support you in waking up while you're here, because we're here for a blink. And knowing that we're all going to die, even though some of you are very funny, like, yes, me too, I will die from this particular form. And I don't know, if it is, as you're saying, Patrick, if you have enough wine, the body doesn't decompose. You have at that. I'm going to pass on that one. But that's hilarious. Maybe if I have enough tequila, that's kind of the way it might work for me. But my question to you all is, knowing that this is all going to be gone at some point, how do you want to live? And how do you want to love? Seeing that this is the week of commercialized love, my question is, how do you want to love? How do you want to do it? You want to do it selectively? You want to reserve it for, a select few? You want to spread it liberally, like a lot of, really good butter on some warm toast? How do you want to love? And how willing are you to love in the moment, throughout your days, with strangers, with families, with your family, with your friends? How do you want to love? Knowing that this is all going to go away. And it seems like a simple question, and yet it's a pretty deep thing once you start to think about it. And what's even more deep, frankly, is when you go to put it into practice. Because I promise you, when you commit to love, like truly and honestly, like deeply commit to it as a practice, as something that you are actively being in your life. I'm not talking about romantic love, right? I'm talking about this feeling state, this place, this attitude, this being of love. When you choose to commit to that, and by the way, you can re-choose and recommit all the time, because it's like any relationship. I mean, a really good relationship, you're going to continue to commit to day in and day out, right? You're not just going to go, I do one day and then forget about it. Hopefully you're going to continue to recommit, and that's a daily commitment. So, but let me get back to this. So when you do choose to consciously commit to love, what will happen, and very often does happen, is that everything unlike love will rise up. And you think, well, why would that happen? Well, that's going to happen to see how committed are you to love. Because wherever there is light, right, there will be shadow. Wherever there's shadow, there will be light. It's the yin-yang effect. And when you really jump into something, everything unlike it starts to pop up. Now, that doesn't mean that you are, that you are going to be, in the shadow for forever. But it really does mean that there is a phase, there's a moment, there's a little bit of time where you're going to go, I asked for love. I said I'm committing to love. And why is there all of a sudden so much conflict? Why are there these tough conversations? Why are people cutting me off in traffic or whatever it might be? And, it's like if you ask for patience and you pray to have patience, well, your patience is you're going to have opportunities show up that are going to allow you to see how much patience you really are willing to have. And so there's the same thing with love, right? When you commit to it, you're going to have opportunities that will allow you to see how committed you really are to love. So in those moments, remember what you're committed to. Remember what you're committed to. And as we are on this eve of our commercialized holiday of Valentine's Day, please do remember that love is a 365 endeavor, right? It's really, really, really a 365 endeavor. And while it can be fun and, you can have your way with Valentine's Day if that's something that, pleases you, remember it's 365. And tomorrow on our Mojo Moment, I'll talk more about the specifics of Valentine's Day. And I'll get into it for you tomorrow. Because, this is your Mojo Moment, which is a live 365 endeavor. Once a day, you and me. That's what's happening. So wherever you are, I am sending you so much love. And, be the kind of person that is daring and willing and crazy enough to commit to love, because it fucking takes something, y'all. It really does take something. And pull it up from your belly, pull it up from your power center in those moments, and remember, oh yeah, there's that lady and she's doing those videos, those Mojo Moments. She was talking about like that commitment to love. Okay, all right, I think I'll do that right now, again and again and again and again. So go spread some love today and every day. All right, y'all. This is your Mojo Moment, and I'm Deborah Kagan, your Mojo Recovery Specialist, and I will definitely see you tomorrow. Mwah! Bye for now.